lot going on in the month of July. For everything here, if you don't want to scan those QR codes, totally fine. I would suggest going to our Slack page. We post all of the links there for you to be able to register for all these programs. So check out our Fitness Center Slack page. But we've got the strength training webinar series. There's 3 different webinars focusing on the 3 main lifts. And then we've got our cooking demo this month, which is a delicious peach and burrata pizza. And then lastly, we've got Go for the Gold, which is a new program that will run throughout the Olympic Games, which is really exciting. And that begins on July 29th. So make sure you register for that as well. And then again, you can find all those links on our Slack page as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. My name's Jenny. Thanks for hopping on. This is your balance break. I'm subbing for Kimber today, but we're going to go ahead and get started either close to a wall, or you can utilize your chair here, but we're gonna do some leg swings to start. So I want one arm to be either on the wall or your chair, so you're facing the side, and we're gonna swing one leg, oops, hit the wall. We're gonna swing one leg forward and back, just nice and loosely, and I don't want you to think too much about what that upper body's doing. Just kind of let it do what it's naturally going to do. But we're lifting the leg forward and swinging it back. Good. We're going to work on the hips today mainly. And then we'll do a balance challenge at the end. Couple more swings here. Nice and loosey-goosey. Very good. Go ahead and place that foot back on the ground and we'll switch sides. So remember, using that chair or wall for support. And just swinging that leg forward and back. Good. You might notice that one leg, you're able to get a little bit more range of motion. That's totally normal. Good, relax that upper body. Couple more here. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, next up, feel free to utilize the wall. You can face the wall if you need to, both hands on the wall, or utilize your chair. I'm just going to use nothing and hope it goes well. But we're going to do some cross body swings. So one leg is coming in front and then swinging out to the side. So I've really got to find my balance here. But again, feel free to utilize that wall or the chair. Swinging that leg out to the side as far as you can. You'll notice here that that glute is going to activate as you swing that leg out to the side. Good. Couple more, and then we'll switch. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Same thing on the other leg. So that leg swings in front and then opens up out to the side. Good. Make sure those toes are facing forward on that leg that's planted. Good. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Very good. Up next, we're going to continue to stretch out the hips and the glute area. So I'm going to utilize my wall here, and I'm going to place my hips back on my wall. You can also do this stretch seated. So if you need to do that as well, you can. But I'm going to lift one leg right on top of my thigh. Now, it's not on top of my knee. We don't want to put any added pressure in that knee. But I'm going to go ahead and bend that leg that's on the floor and then hinge at my hips, bringing my chest towards my legs. So we're in a standing figure 4 position, but we're utilizing that wall for support. Now, again, if you're using your chair, you're going to look just like this, but in a seated position. So feel free to choose which modification you'd like. And everyone's hinge is going to look a little bit different. So You might be here, and that's plenty of stretch, or you might be able to get that chest all the way towards that leg. Good, breathing through this stretch. Sometimes you'll feel it anywhere in the hip. Some people feel it more in the front, some people feel it more in the back. Totally normal, just depends on where we're tight. Couple more deep breaths here. You could also do this without the wall and try to focus more on balance. It will utilize a lot more leg strength. So if you like that option, you can try that out as well. On that next breath, go ahead and exhale and let it go. Shake it out. We're going to switch sides. So stay in the same position where you're at. If you're on your chair, stay there. Lift the other leg up and over. Remember that ankle is on top of your thigh, not your knee. And then slowly bend that supporting leg. And then hinge at your hips, bringing that chest towards your leg. And our goal is that our leg that's on top is almost parallel to the floor. So I'm using that hand to kind of push on that knee to deepen that stretch. Good. And as always, in these stretches, we don't want to feel any pain. We just want to feel a nice little stretch. So holding it where you feel. Nice little twinge, but nothing painful. Very good. One more cycle of breath. Big, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, go ahead and release that leg. Shake it out. Very good. Up next, we're going to do some more activation movement for the hips. So I want you to find your weight on one leg. Okay, now we're not pushing our hip out to the side. We're using the strength in our legs to shift our weight to one side. Okay, so think about gripping the ground with your foot. Find your balance. You can focus on a spot on the floor. And then we're just going to lift that leg out to the side. Now notice my upper body is staying upright as we lift. You can either drop that leg after each rep, or you can try to challenge your balance even more by hovering that foot as you bring it down. Now you're just bringing it as high as you can. If you're noticing that your leg is kind of swinging on the way down, then lower that height that you're bringing it to, so you can move through a more slow and controlled movement. Good, you should feel those quads activate and the glute activate on that standing leg. And then as you lift that leg, you'll feel the outer glute activate as well. Keep those toes facing forward. Good, give me 2 more reps on this side. Very good. Once you finish, go ahead and shake it out. We'll reset on the other side. So remember that hip's not jolting out. We're pressing through the foot to activate the quads and the glute, keeping the legs nice and straight. And then slowly lift that leg to the side. Slow and controlled. Try and see if you can hover that foot without placing it on the floor. And if you need more support, you can always feel free to grab onto a chair or a wall. It's always there if you need it. Good, make sure that core is active. Good job. 3 more reps here. We got 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Shake it out. You should feel those legs. Woo, they're pretty active right now. So we're going to finish our class today with a marching challenge. So we're going to pick a leg to start with, and you're going to lift it. Now the goal is to get your thigh to hip level. That's the goal. Now, everyone might not be there. That's okay. So you can keep it lowered. You can either keep your foot on the floor or slightly off the floor. But again, our goal is to get that knee up to hip level. Now we're gonna hold here, wherever you feel like you can, and we're gonna challenge our balance. So focus on the spot on the floor. And then nice and slowly, I want you to raise the arms above the head. Now try not to shrug those shoulders. Keep those shoulders down and back. Good. Now, if you can, I want you to close your eyes. And you'll notice that immediately makes it 10 times more challenging. So take your time, reset if you need to, and then lift that leg back up. We'll be here for 10 seconds. Ooh. Good, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, very good. We're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So wherever you were on that other leg, I want you to find it again. So grip the ground with your feet on that supporting leg, and then lift that leg as high as you feel comfortable. Find a spot on the floor, brace the core, slowly raise the arms overhead, and hold. Keep those eyes open to start. And as you get comfortable in this position, close those eyes. Whew, that immediately makes it so hard. Again, reset when you need to, grab onto a chair or a wall if needed, but try to challenge your balance here. Lower that leg if you need it. We're here for 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. Awesome work, you guys. That was 10 minutes of balance break. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great week, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.